Hello, I'm the Action Network's best host who happened to be available right now, Bryan Rich Fat Baby McKee. Welcome back to 5 and 5 USFL edition, where you, football gamblers, will get 5 best bets in 5 minutes for week 3 of the USFL. And making their triumphant return back to the Action Network after going a perfect 5-0 with their picks last week, they are most probably the winningest USFL sharps in the entire world. Sports Gambling Podcast Network's own Rod. Everyone must applaud Villagomez and Adam Wham Bam Hot Damn Pelletier. How rich are you guys after last weekend?
I mean, I'm currently ranked number 2 among all USFL pickers at 16-8 over 2 weeks across all aspects. So I'm doing pretty damn good here.
I'm ready to retire. I'm going to go drink some Mai Tais right now in Hawaii. I don't think I need to do this anymore, but I will because I love it.
Well, there you go. Hey, I love
Rod
that.
doesn't want to admit he's third.
It's a long season. I'll get him. He'll be looking up at me at the mat after it's all said and done.
Okay, you know the deal. You get 60 seconds to explain each pick, or I cut you off. You're giving out 5 picks between you. Everyone who followed your 5 picks last week is drinking Dom Perignon this week. So let's get to it.
First off, we got to start with the best game of the USFL season thus far. We got the Birmingham Stallions taking on the New Orleans Breakers. The Birmingham Stallions are coming in as 4-point dogs, but you better take that free points and that free money all the way to the bank. The Stallions currently leading the USFL in scoring, averaging 30.5 points a game. If you can get the best offense in this league plus points, you got to take it all day long. Jamar Smith has been an absolute beast, and he is upset that he didn't win the Player of the Week Custom Air Force Ones. So you know he's going to be coming out this weekend trying to get those custom AF ones. Take the Stallions, take the points, and walk all the way to your local Federal Credit Union and cash it in.
This week, I am going all Philadelphia Stars as they take on the New Jersey Generals. Now, I get it because I am a huge Bryan Scott fan. That man is amazing. Best quarterback in the league, threw for 272 yards, 3 touchdowns last week, led the league in both of those to his new favorite target, Maurice Alexander, who caught 8 of those for 72 yards and a touchdown. Pelletier got in there for a little bit of run too. Look, this Generals 2 QB system is not working. Last week, they only scored 10 points. People haven't figured out now. Luis Perez only threw for 97 yards. Johnson only rushed for 27 yards in this. So defenses know what they're going to do when each of those quarterbacks are in the league. It's not hard to crack the system. Philly's going to do it, and Bryan Scott's going to lead them all the way to a victory. So take the Stars -1.
Rod's sitting there trying to tell you that you need to take the Philly Stars, but that's because he's blinded by his man crush on Bryan Scott. Bryan Scott and the Philadelphia Stars offense is a lie. You can't sit there and watch that team play and think that they're for real. The New Jersey Generals, despite the quarterbacking challenges that they're facing, they're going to settle in here. Bart Andrews is a pro coach, and he's going to get this figured out. The Generals averaging just 17 points a game, but that was with an anemic 10-point performance last week. Look for them to put up big numbers, bounce back in a big way, and control the ground game. They're averaging 127 rush yards per game, second in the USFL. They're going to get the ball, they're going to keep the ball, and they're going to keep the ball away from that Philadelphia Stars offense. The defense is going to do work. Take the New Jersey Generals money line, and you're getting +100 odds on that. So take the free money, and you can just buy Rod a cup of coffee the next time you see him, folks. He's going to be so brokenhearted.
While we're talking about upsets, and by the way, joke's on you, Adam, the Generals are my favorite team. So I'm taking the Pittsburgh Maulers on the money line as they are not favored in this game. And I don't get why, because look, the Panthers are not a good team. They've only scored 18 points over the first 2 games of the season. They haven't got it figured out. Shea Patterson looks lost. The running game is even more lost with Stevie Scott and Cameron Scarlett. They can't seem to get things going. But Pittsburgh righted the ship after a tough week 1. Josh Love throwing for 236 yards, 2 touchdowns. Garrett Groshek got things going on the ground for 77 yards. And Bailey Gaither, 117 yards on 7 carries. This Maulers team actually looks good, and I think they're going to carry that through on a Panthers team that is just not quite up to snuff yet as we start the season.
And closing it out, we're going to talk about the prime time special on Saturday night on Fox. You got to pencil it in, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're not a USFL fan, you need to be watching this game. It's going to be one of the best football games on until probably the middle of October, if we're being honest, because early NFL sucks. The Birmingham Stallions and the New Orleans Breakers are going to light it up in Birmingham. These teams are averaging 30.5 and 28.5 points per game, respectively. The over-under on this game is at a measly 44.5. Smash that over. Smash it, smash it, smash it, because both of these teams have cleared the over in both of their games this year. Free money on the table here from the books. You got to take advantage of it. Get in on the over, and just remember, don't bet the unders. It's boring. No one likes the unders.
Okay, just to recap, here are Rod and Adam's 5 best bets for USFL Week 3. Birmingham Stallions and the New Orleans Breaker over 484.5. Philadelphia Stars -1 at New Jersey Generals. Stallions +4 versus the Breakers. Pittsburgh Maulers money line versus Michigan Panthers at +120 odds, and Generals money line versus the Stars at +100. Please notice that it will be impossible for these guys to go 5-0 this week, since they're picking on opposite sides of the Stars versus the Generals game. So please tell us which side you like in the comments. Any final words on why you're right and the other guy is wrong? Rod, we'll start with you.
It all begins and ends with Bryan Scott. Yes, I have a man crush, but the guy is the best quarterback in the league, and that goes a long way, especially in these spring leagues.
Rod is blinded by Bryan Scott and inviting bad juju on himself by picking against his favorite team. You should listen to me, because I'm better looking.
If you're going to bet any of these picks, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a smoking hot USFL pick nor a smoking hot discussion on the pros and cons of Bryan Scott, apparently.